European Individual Championships 2023 Women's Semi-Final. Nele Gilis of Belgium to serve, Stephan of France to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
So we're back, squash fans. Straight on with the next ladies' semi-final.
And we have a real squash star on court, the highest seeded and highest ranked player in this tournament, Nele Gilis from Belgium, currently number 7 in the world, used to be number 6 even, against Stephan of France, whose highest world ranking is 46. Oh, well, there is a difference in the rankings.
But there is some history between these two. Used to play a lot on the junior circuit back in the day. Obviously, Gilis has moved on with her career up into the top 10 and is physically looking really ready for the new season. I know she's very happy with her summer training and how that's gone. And has frankly drifted through into this semi-final with no difficulty whatsoever so far.
Well, she is last year's runner-up, losing in the final against her sister, Nele Gilis, who's not here in Wrocław. She was supposed to be, I think, for a moment, but plans changed.
Yeah, she withdrew injured, but apparently not serious, just something that she wanted to make sure wouldn't get affected with Paris coming up.
And out.
Exactly.
So took the decision to use the time
1-all.
to recover, but obviously Gilis already has one title in this championship back in 2019. Very few players have won this twice.
Down. And out 2-1.
As well. Camille Serre, usually the French number 1 for over a decade.
Yeah.
Close to 2 decades. Camille Serre also wasn't able to help her team during the European Team Championships. Stephan did. She had a pretty good tournament as the third string player, winning all her matches. So she's a good team player. We'll see how she does individually. But, well, this is a lot to ask of her, but obviously a lot of French fans and players here. Probably the biggest contingent players from France.
Yeah, she won't be short of support in this match.
This we know the first finalist is Nele Gilis, who after over an hour of play beat Emilia Solini 3-2. This might not be as long.
3-2.
So, prediction?
You go first this time.
Well, I didn't predict the last one correctly. I maybe was close but no cigar. I find it hard to see any other winner in this one than Gilis. I think she's just now a level above from anyone else that's in this draw.
Yes, but 3-2.
So I am going to go 3-0 Gilis, seeing as you let me go first.
Well, I'm predicting that we'll have less discussions with the referee in this match than we had in the previous one, by about 80%. Let's see if that happens. By the way, the referee for this match is Poland's own Marcin Przyszgalski.
Well, she's soaking up the pressure from Gilis really well. That squirts out the corner. The rally continues. Gilis just
down. Hand out, 3-all. Good.
3-all.
Gilis just signalling to the referee that there was a bit of blocking. I'm not pointing to her arm.
Hand out, 4-3.
Solid start.
Yeah, I didn't see anything myself, but
Well,
so it looks like we're back to standing room only. The bleachers.
okay, drop shot.
Hand out, 4-all.
As you say, good start by Marie.
Well, she knows she's not the favorite here, but it's still the semi-finals of a major tournament, so it's not every day you get a chance to perform at
Hand
this
out,
level
5-4.
with a full house. So let's hope she makes the most of it.
Yep.
Maybe even spoils your 3-0 prediction, if she can.
Not up. Hand out, 5-all.
Also, Gilis isn't such an attacking player who, will just get outright winners all the time.
6-5.
No, I think what you find when you start looking at players in the top 8 in the world, they tend to be a lot more patient, work a rally. Also, we see it a lot now on the tour, matches going beyond the hour, sometimes even beyond the hour and a half, which
7-5.
has started to become more regular. And I think I would liken it to things like the 4-minute mile. Once it wasn't a thing, and then once it was done once, it became something that was done more regularly. And I think in squash we're now seeing that with matches that go beyond the hour or even hour and a half normally in the men's case.
Yeah, I think the women's squash at the top level is in a great place. Also the players such as Nele.
Hand out,
I think it's also a bit
6-7.
easier to follow for the casual squash fan. It's a bit slower, but you can see all the intricacies.
Some quality hitting now from Gilis,
7-all.
but she doesn't look out of her depth here, Stephan.
No, not at all, not at all. Talking about depth.
8-7.
That was a perfect depth of a cross court from Gilis. First ever Belgian player in the top 10.
And of course, her sister Tina, I think, is at number 10 or 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She just
So
last month. Has
yeah,
to be amazing if you're a sibling and you are, the top 10 at something, at anything in the world.
yeah.
Hand
Yeah, I
out,
mean, the prospect
8-all.
of the matches between the two of them down the road, quite exciting. I did ask Nele about it earlier in the week, and obviously it's more a case of supporting each other, and they don't particularly like it when they have to play each other. But
9-8.
it's inevitable that that's going to happen more and more now that they're so close in the ranking and making their way through to the business end of major tournaments. Of course, had she have played here, that would have been the expected final.
Right. But maybe Stephan is doing her best to keep Nele Gilis out of the final right now.
Yeah.
9-8 in this first game.
Down. Hand out. 9-all.
And there you see Gilis just being patient, just waiting and waiting and waiting.
Well, it was risky from her, but a chance gone from Stephan, but still in it. 9-all. I think now Gilis sensed the trouble and she's about to do a bit more than she did till now. See how fast she read that.
Yeah, she
Down.
knew exactly where that was going.
10-9, game ball.
See that she can just go this long killer. It's very hard to play her then. Nice volley.
You see with Gilis, she's not particularly tempted to volley a loose ball for an outright winner. She's just quite happy to play a good target.
Oh, that's another, well, also a great response from Stephan.
Wow, what a rally. And the physicality of these players shouldn't be an issue so early on in the match, but
11-9, game to Gilis. Gilis leads 1, game to love.
Yeah, it might come into question a bit later because Stephan did quite a bit of work in this first game, which goes to, as we expected, I think, Nele Gilis.
yeah,
11-9.
I just wonder if part of her game plan was to
W Betart od ponad 30 lat produkujemy prefabrykaty betonowe dla wszystkich typów budownictwa. Wspieramy największe realizacje w kraju. Dbamy o to, by Twoja inwestycja miała solidną konstrukcję. Betart. Mocny partner w budownictwie.
Well, we'll know in about 60 seconds.
yeah.
Player assuming 30 seconds.
So Gilis on court quickly, doing a few figure of eights while the time ticks down.
15 seconds. Gilis leads 1-2.
You were saying about some physio action in the French corner.
Yeah.
Love all.
If you can notice,
Mhm.
one of Marie's socks, let's say, near her right ankle.
Yeah. Is there some kind of a support? Yeah, there is. You're right.
One love.
Patience again from the Belgian player. Great lift.
Down. Hand out. 1-all. Down.
So,
2-1.
couple of errors from Gilis.
What about her mindset was coming into this tournament? Obviously, wants to win. Since it's just right before the season, how does she approach that? Does she want to, find her length in match play, in official match play?
Yeah, I think for a lot of the players, this tournament comes at a really nice time after summer
And
training to get some serious match practice.
2-all.
And obviously, with the Paris event, doesn't normally exist at this time of year, and it's a massive platinum event. So to get some good match practice in, see how the training has paid off, is I think that's the main mindset. And I think not to put down the importance of this title, but I think this event comes at just the right time for the beginning of the season.
Is there a bit of contact on the backswing?
Yes, lad. 2-all.
Possibly.
In contrast to our previous game, fairly amicable all round.
Well, as I predicted.
Yeah, a little bit of contact, affected, not prevented. Yes, let. It's a simple game, really, isn't it?
Until it isn't. Seen Niklas Müller walking around, everyone wishing him a happy birthday.
Yeah. Not quite a master's age yet.
Hand out. 3-2.
Well, we'll see how he's holding up on court after this match. The men's semi-final against also French opposition, Auguste Dussard.
Hand out. 3-all.
having a little chat with myself.
Yeah. Very animated. And by contrast, it's pretty hard to tell what's going on with Gilis. It's sort of
Out.
fairly consistent
And out. 4-3.
demeanour around the court, businesslike, focused. Reminds me a little bit of Nicole David when she was on court.
5-3.
Obviously, the most beautiful smile off court, but once that door shut on the court, just totally focused and in the zone. And this reminds me of that a little bit.
Yeah, I remember 6 years ago now when we had the World Games in Wrocław as well, in Hasta, Vista. Nicole David actually played. Nele Gilis was then coming up. And they had, it was just 3 games, but it was probably one of the longest 3 games that I saw. And Gilis just wouldn't stop running. It was, you know, David also always had a big energy supply, I'd say. But you could see something in Nele Gilis back then already. It's great to know she's built upon that foundation.
Stroke to Gilis. And out. 4-5.
Stephan not happy about that. I think she knows.
But she knew.
She knows.
She knew.
Yeah. For me, Gilis's game plan here is very straightforward. It's to extend the rallies, percentage squash, let her opponent force the situation. Yeah, it's every shot that she's playing is a percentage shot. There's very little risk taking.
No let. 5-all.
It's good to be a referee. You have to learn all the languages.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to
Left,
get
please.
you. Someone from Finland. From France.
Abuse in many languages.
Yep.
So, square. The second game.
6-5.
And you see that there. Gilis played that drop, and it was a perfect drop, but she was still on her toes. You know,
Saw that.
in case her opponent came in, and often you see players, they play a drop and they go, yeah, that'll do, and then they're flat-footed and their opponent comes in, and from what should be a winning situation, it flips away. So
Yeah, even now in the replay, we're seeing here the footwork. She's just ready to do the split step. Any direction she needed. But it's the little things that separate players.
yeah.
And Gilis seems one of the hardest working players on tour. Has been like that for a couple of seasons now. Some great retrieving.
Yeah.
7-5.
Even that wasn't enough.
So a little joke with each other there. I'm not quite sure what about, but as Gilis told me the other day, I played a lot in the junior circuit back in the day, so probably knows each other's games backwards.
Wasn't looking for the decision. Gilis played on.
Out.
Now an unforced error.
And out. 6-7.
Go back to the junior days. A bit of more of ancient history.
Down.
Hasta, exactly 10 years ago. There were
7
junior
all.
championships here. Here's play. Nele Gilis won. And last season, Gilis, when she had that famous runner-up at Laguna, beating Stephan in the semi-final. After a decade. So, just the progress. you can do that. Sometimes, you know, you see that a lot, even with mid-metro, how you don't have to be the top junior to be then one of the best senior players in the world.
No, absolutely. It's not a foregone conclusion, that's for sure. This is a really tough rally. And
Hand
no,
out.
no, for me, this is just
7.
working a game plan, but Stefan's still managing to rack up points despite.
Yeah, but she was the one doing all those extended lunges in the previous rally.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Hand out.
Fist pump. She's absolutely delighted with that one.
8-all.
And as you say, Stephan knows she's not the favourite in this match, but I think she believes she can win it. There's no doubt about that. She's demeanour on court is not that she's there to make up the numbers. She looks totally focused.
And the scoreline reflects that. Now a nice flip. Did Gilis get it?
Pickup was good. 9-8.
Well, really getting animated now, Stephan.
Yeah. It's in the first game.
Yeah.
9-8 to Stephan. Then Gilis took matters in her own hands. Started attacking a bit more.
Well, this is, you know, what we teach people with this particular sport is that, well, in fact, any sport, it's almost impossible to stay completely in the zone for a whole game or a whole match. It's just recognising the moments that you need to go to an extended level of concentration and get into the zone, and that's where we are in this second game. Oh, that's a beautiful touch.
Hand out.
Yeah.
9-all.
Inch perfect. Well, but you're gonna need a good drop shot if you want to compete with the likes of Shibini, Hamani, Gomar, and you know, the whole top 10 basically.
10-9. Game ball.
Well, she's not happy about that. But she needs to focus. She's still very much in this game and match. Really not much in it as far as the score's concerned.
Stay then. See if it's gonna be an exact replay of the first game from 9-8 to 9-11.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
11,
Wow,
9.
look at
Game
that.
to Gilis.
Sublime
Gilis
drop
wins.
from Gilis.
2 games to love.
3 drop shots, 3 points, and another game to Nele Gilis.
Yeah, just world class. I mean, as I say, during the game, she's playing the percentage squash, not going for any risk, but when it matters, when she
W Betart od ponad 30 lat produkujemy prefabrykaty betonowe dla wszystkich typów budownictwa. Wspieramy największe realizacje w kraju. Dbamy o to, by Twoja inwestycja miała solidną konstrukcję. Betart. Mocny partner w budownictwie.
Play resuming 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. Time.
So I think we saw a bit more physio going on in the French corner there, but I haven't seen any evidence of an injury or discomfort from Stephan. She seems to be moving fine.
Yeah, but so many drop shots now. So those tough movements, it's mostly just drives and cross courts.
Wow.
Great start.
10 out, 1 love.
Well, 2 love down. It's now or never for Maria Stephan of France in this semi-final. And that's a fantastic start.
2 love.
I was wondering if Gilis going to change something about her game plan for this game, or if she's going to keep it as close as in the previous game. But actually, it seems that Stephan deciding what's going to happen.
Stroke to Gilis. Hand out.
Well, I
1,
guess
2.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But as you say, both of the first games went all the way to the wire. But she's never given her opponent a game ball. It's always...
Yeah, but only just.
Down.
Yeah.
2 all.
So she needs to keep at it, just put herself in a position. Maybe next time Gilis does make a mistake with the drop shots, but I don't think she did until now.
Just seems very controlled to me, like a distance runner just hanging on the shoulder of the leaders, just staying there, and then at the end accelerating, going up a gear and winning the race. That's
3-2.
as you say, she's got a huge amount of experience now. She's played the top players week in, week out on the tour. Her sights set on top 4 for next season, she was telling me in the interview. That's the only reason why that's not possible.
4-2.
Maybe a few Egyptians have got something to say about it, but
I don't know, with the retirement of Camille, we do need a European top player in the women's
5-2.
yep, that's
they were really happy to have both of the Gilis sisters.
yeah.
Down.
Gonna break the
6-2.
racket.
I was going to say that looked like that was going over the knee, didn't it, for a moment? But she thought twice, better of it. I don't think she want to break it over the leg that she's had physio on. I don't think that would help. But, you see there, she's not trying to play a drop that's going to win the point. She's just placing the ball into that zone, putting herself in a position she can cover all eventualities. Very, it takes a lot of confidence to do that.
Yeah, but she does read the game also very well.
Yeah.
Even after that bit higher drop, it's still close to the wall.
Yeah.
So you
Oh
can do
yeah.
anything with it.
Her opponent can't do a huge amount with it, but what she can do with it is being covered.
Stroke to Stephan. Hand out. 3-7. You're playing a shot which you not cleared.
Well,
Not amused.
not amused, but she'll reset. She's got a lead to defend now.
notice a bit more power in her shots after that decision. Yep, I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
And out.
Just taking out
8-3.
any aggression she had on the ball, not the referee. Good decision.
Nice variation there with the volley long, a little bit of home.
Just too
Throw
good.
to Gilis.
Just too good.
9-3.
Making the court very big for Stephan. And sort of running away with it in this third set.
Down. 10-3. Match ball.
Very, very quickly. Gilis has 7 match balls to go into the semi-final.
To join Nele Gilis in the final.
11-3. Match
There it
to
is.
Gilis. 3 against Tula. 11-9. 11-9. 11-3.
Just not enough against the world number 7. We'll be back for the men's semi-final in a couple of minutes.
Nelly, come and have a word. Have a quick drink. You've earned it. Congratulations. You're in the final again. You must be delighted.
Yeah, I'm delighted. Yeah, it was tough. I didn't realize how nervous I was, I think, until I stepped on court and I wasn't quite hitting my targets the way I would have liked, but it went a little bit better in the third. But yeah, I'm just happy to get through because she's a very dangerous opponent. Anything in the middle, I mean, she just punished me for it, so I'm very happy to get away in 3.
It looked to us in the commentary like your game plan was very much percentage balls all the way through, just to put the work in to your opponent and you know not go for anything silly, just very, very consistent all the way through. And then just at the end of the first 2 sets, you just sort of like, okay, I'll take the game now. But of course, in the third, you ran away with it. Do you think that was because of the work you put in the first two sets?
Yeah, and also in the first 2, I just kept trying to find my basic length and my basic targets, and it just took me a long time to find those. And yeah, I didn't want to start playing all these shots when my basics weren't right. So and then in the third, I think I got it a bit better, and then I ran away with it. I think she got a bit tired as well. So yeah.
You often see that at the top level, because obviously you're top 8 player now, number 7 in the world. That this level of physicality that the very, very top players have, and you have that now. You just have that, and you seem to have that confidence that you know what you can do around the court, and almost beat up some of your opponents with that. The other thing we were talking about is your mannerism on the court. You can't really tell, and it reminds me a little bit of Nicole David, that off court, like yourself, beautiful smile, but when that door closes, there is just total focus and in the zone. And obviously you played Nicole back in the day, but is any of your game based on her mannerisms?
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned Nicole. I think I've looked up to her my whole life and studied her a lot and watched how she is on court and off court. And over the years I wanted to be more like that too. And once that door closes, I'm focused on that little ball, and yeah, all I want to do is win. And then as soon as we're off court, like we're friends and smiling, and yeah.
No, you can see it. We'll let you go. One very quick question. The final, Nora Villard, played many times before, I'm guessing. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, I actually haven't played her in a little while, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a tough match. She's had a great event, like making the finals for the first time, so it's great for her. Yeah, and I mean, I don't think any of us have anything to lose, but I feel confident and I'm excited for it.
Great stuff. Well, thank you for a great game. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Congratulations. Nele Gilis, let's hear it for her.